Give me a second, everybody. Sound check, sound check. Not sure if OBS is working. Alright. Give me a second. Camera problem. Alright. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders. This is Mike, the FX boss. Whoa. Oh, it's here. Alright, give me a second. It is already running. Okay. Can you see my screen, everybody? I'm going to launch it. That's why the camera is not working. Would you be anybody so kind and type in the chat that you can see my screen and hear my voice? On YouTube, everybody? I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. Would you be so kind and type in the chat that you can see my screen, hear my voice? So we can move forward. And today we have how to trade the trading time frame and the confirmation time frame. I have the public on Teams, everybody. YouTube, is anybody on YouTube that you can see? Oh, voice okay, screen okay. Okay, thank you very much. My camera, unfortunately, is not working. As always, everybody, what is the goal in here? To bring you from zero to a millionaire trader in 3 years in an institutional way. What does this mean? As you know, you start first as an analyst and then you become step by step, right? You become a trader. Alright, this is the manual, everybody. If you didn't receive the free manual, please type in the chat or send me an email to mikefxboss@gmail.com. Nonetheless, you're going to graduate from this course when, number one, you have your chart set up and ready for trading. Number two, you have a strategy in place, you understand why you win, why you lose. And number three, you have a complete understanding on how this market works, so you can analyze the market and make an educated prediction. Hello Nandozi, how are you? Today we're going to work predominantly on number three, everybody. Risk disclaimer, this stream is not trading or investment advice. We are here to learn. And that being said, connect on Teams if you want, everybody. Or if you didn't receive the manual, send an email to mikefxboss@gmail.com, alright? Today we have how to trade the trading time frame and the confirmation time frame. So give me a second. We are here, everybody. Okay, we're going to open two tabs. Okay, and we're going to open just an example, daily and the 4 hour. Okay, so how to trade? Okay, we're going to put a strategy rule, everybody. Okay, now it's not mandatory, John. So strategy rule. Okay, before I enter the market from the trading time frame, I must see a confirmation from the confirmation time frame. All right, everybody. Strategy rule: before I enter the market from the trading time frame, I must see a confirmation from the confirmation time frame. What are we talking about? We can talk about, give me a second. Right here, not in here, maybe here. Alright, I'm not seeing it, everybody. Give me a second. I didn't use, alright. So we can talk about trends, alright? We can talk about trends, you know. So this is the case. And now just an example, okay, we can talk about, we didn't learn candles yet, but we can talk about candles, candlestick formations too. We can talk about counter trend line break, example, counter trend line breaks too. Hello Alex, how are you? Olga, hedge fund trader Olga, how are you, Olga? Okay, everybody. Exactly, whatever. Strategy rule, okay, Forex course 101 rule: before I enter the market from the trading time frame, I must see a confirmation from the confirmation time frame. Now, how does this work? You are going to have the confirmation time frame and here you're going to have the trading time frame, everybody. Okay, now how does this work? We're going to separate those two, and then we're going to go on the chart. Okay, everybody, if your trading time frame is the 15-minute chart, everybody, okay, we're going to have the 15-minute chart, we're going to have the 1 hour and the 2 hour and the 1 hour chart. Okay, let's go like this. If your trading time frame is the 15-minute chart, your confirmation time frame is going to be the 1 hour chart. Okay, it's times 4 in general, not always. You're going to see the daily. How many 15-minute candles do we have in 1 hour? 4, right? If your trading time frame is the 30-minute chart, then your confirmation time frame is going to be the, it's going to be the 2 hour, right, or the 4 hour chart, one or the other. Okay, yeah, it's not, you must be a little bit it's not like a rule, makes sense? If you trade from the 1 hour chart, 2 hour chart and the 4 hour chart, it's not always times 4, but anyway, here is going to be the daily chart. The confirmation time frame is going to be the daily chart. If you clone, if you're trading from the daily chart, guess which one is going to be the higher time frame, the confirmation time frame? Exactly, it's going to be the weekly chart, Paul, on Teams. Daily, weekly. If you're, nobody's trading, but anyway, just a class, if the weekly chart is your trading time frame, some people do. We have Melissa on the weekly chart sometimes. And if you're trading from the weekly time frame, everybody, give me a second, I need to go here, then your confirmation is going to be the monthly. Okay, I'm not sure if I said that. Hello to Alex. I'm doing great, thank you very much. How are you doing, Alex? Okay, those are the rules, everybody. Give me a second. We are here, not here. All right. Okay, this is the relationship. Yeah, I'm sorry, John, my camera not working today. This is the relationship between the confirmation time frame and the trading time frame. Okay, now what do we want to learn? It's the golden nugget. If it's true that the higher time frame controls price action and movement on the smaller time frame, then your trading, ouch, this is going to hurt, everybody. Alex says I'm good, sir. Then the trading time frame is the least important time frame for probability measurement. Take a picture, type in the chat, done, everybody. Take a picture, screenshot with your cell phone photo, print this out, glue it to your computer, type in the chat, done. If it's true that the higher time frame controls price action and movement on the smaller time frame, then your trading time frame, whatever it might be, is the least important time frame for probability measurement, everybody. Type in the chat, done, everybody. I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. I'm streaming on YouTube and I'm streaming on Teams, so you might not see all the comments on YouTube, you might not see all the comments on Teams, everybody. Alex type in the chat done, Olga type in the chat done, Mattia type in the chat done, Nandozi type in the chat done. And everybody, I'm not sure if I told you, in September we have the what it's called the virtual office. We're going to trade together. You are going to trade for me. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, it's a roleplay, Paul. Max, how can I participate? Send me an email, alright? Some of you have it for free, some of you must. Unfortunately, you know, there is a price. Because it's not a joke, everybody. I'm not sure if Mattia is still here. We are trading live, everybody. Live accounts. Okay, in the virtual office, you see me trading live. You see me drawdowning live. You see me recovering from the drawdown live. You see my losers live. And you see my best trades. The last one we made roughly about 39% in one trade. Oh no, no. Todd says now you're bragging. Well, let me brag a little bit. Olga says done, Alex says done. Alright. Okay, so we are on Euro GBP daily chart. FXCM is the data provider, everybody. And here is Euro GBP 4-hour chart, and FXCM is the data provider, right? Okay. Now let's put into practice what we have learned so far. The Forex market is nothing more than a contract between the two countries. So I need to go to the monthly chart, just an example. And I'm going to chart the monthly bands for Euro GBP. Those are so far the monthly bands, not the others. This is the upper band, this is the lower band somewhere. I'm going to sync in layout, left click, sync in layout. Back to the daily. Okay, everybody. So we are here and we are going to put the vertical line in here, right? And we are going to sync in layout. And we are going to hide the future. It doesn't really matter where. Okay. And there you go, we're going to hide the future. Okay. Alright. Can you see it, everybody? Mandozi, done. Everybody, do we agree that the market from the 4-hour chart, pay attention now, do we agree, everybody, that the market from the 4-hour chart hit the monthly band? Yes or no? Virtual office trading activity, it is more for the advanced group of traders. Olga, yes. Yes, this is for advanced traders, not for beginners. Okay, everybody. Thank you, Olga, you're correct. I almost forgot. Thank you very much, Olga. Appreciate. Yes, everybody, it would be a waste of time and money if you don't have a strategy. If you do have a strategy, then, you know, but it's not for beginners. You know, you must be advanced. Okay? Not for beginners. Matthias says, yes, we did hit the monthly band. Olga, but we're going to have in everybody in mid-October, we're going to have a new event. It's called Learn How to Understand Risk, or Learn How to Make Big Money. Okay, and this is for everybody, not just advanced traders. You can be a beginner, you can still learn. Okay, and Mattia is here. Mattia is one of our advanced traders. You can ask Mattia if this is beneficial, maybe for the for the beginner trader. Mattia is going to type, "You guys have no idea what you're going into," you know. Okay, so back to technicals. Okay, now everybody be honest here, right? If we all agree that the market hit the lower band, right? And lower high, higher low, higher, not a low, I mean, it doesn't really matter how you chart this, everybody. What are you going to do up in here? How would you trade this market? Would you buy? Would you sell? What would you do? Everybody, you can do this exercise. You can go on the 4-hour chart or 2-hour chart or the 1-hour chart, makes sense? It's all the same. The important thing is that you've linked. Where are we? The important thing is, everybody, that you have linked the vertical line, okay, from the daily to the 1-hour, 2-hour. You can do this exercise also connecting the vertical line, syncing in layout from the 4-hour chart to the 30-minute chart, or from the 1-hour chart to the 15-minute chart, okay? Because you are learning a concept now. Okay? So we're at the monthly band, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam! Alright, everybody? Here. Okay? Who in here would enter the market buying? Everybody? Would you buy this market? On the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart? Remember, you must be honest here, alright? Hedge fund trader Nandozi, what would you do with this counter trendline break? Hedge fund trader Mattia, hedge fund trader Olga, hedge fund trader Alex, and all the other traders on the Teams group, Todd, Paul, Marcus, John, Max, Maxine. What would you do? Horatio, what would you do? Marcus, I said already. Would you buy? Type in the chat, everybody. Would you buy or not? We're at the monthly bands. The market is clearly showing to you that it's making higher highs, higher lows on the 4-hour chart. What would you do with this counter trendline break? Alex, thanks for being honest. I will buy. Right? I will buy. Getting better, you know. You're correct. Okay, so stop loss, right? Let's connect, everybody. Let's connect the highs and lows. High to low. Where is the next high? I believe is this. This is the next high. Is this a low? Everybody, give me a second. 083309, 08331. So this is lower. 0833, 08331. So this is kind of lower, right? So low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high, right? Okay. It's a concept, John. Okay. Where would you put your stop loss, everybody? This is not a strategy, okay? Would you put the stop loss on the stop loss number 1, or would you put the stop loss on the stop loss number 2? This is not a strategy, okay? Just a simple setup, everybody. Type in the chat, where would you put your stop loss? Stop loss number 1, or would you put your stop loss on stop loss number 2? It doesn't really matter for this exercise, everybody. Okay, stop loss number 2. If you would buy this short-term uptrend, then the correct stop loss is the stop loss number 1, making higher highs, higher lows. Made a higher high in here, confirm this extension, retracement extension. Okay. Stop loss number 2. Alright. Anybody else want to take a chance? Alex, stop loss number 2. Number 2. Anybody else? Stop loss number 1, stop loss number 2. Okay, now let's see how this is going to play out, right? Market going down, sideways, down, sideways, down. Did we lose on stop loss number 1? Everybody, did we lose on stop loss number 1? Matthias, stay out. You cannot stay out. You can't stay out, everybody. Okay, so let's address stop loss number 1 just as an example. Okay, what would, so we lost, okay, everybody? This is a skill. I have a strategy that doesn't address the confirmation time frame. Yes? Boss, can you repeat please? I have a strategy that doesn't have the confirmation time frame rule. So I lost. What would happen? Remember, I sing the vertical line. Okay. What would happen if I... Can you see, everybody? When I was trading an uptrend, okay, on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour chart, and I entered with this counter trend line, yes? So the setup was counter trend line break with the bullish candlestick formation, yes? At the very exact moment, everybody, if I make this transparent, in the very exact moment, did I have a counter trend line break and a bullish candlestick formation from the daily? Max is saying, oh, now I see. If you can see this logic, everybody, do we have a counter trend line break with the bullish candlestick formation? This one, give me a second. No, this was the black, but this one is green. Do we have a counter trend line break with the bullish candlestick formation on the daily, everybody? Type in the chat, yes or no. You have the recording, alright, everybody? I'm sorry I don't have the camera. You can write this down. I guarantee you, listen to me, you can call me out. Oh, I guarantee you, if you can use, before you enter the market, if you can use the confirmation from the confirmation time frame, whatever it might be, you are going to start to lose less, everybody. Does this make sense? That's why Max said, wow. If I would use the daily time frame as a confirmation of my trading time frame, the 4 hour chart being my trading time frame, everybody, I would not enter the market. Agreed, everybody? That's why Alex says, oh, we don't have this confirmation from the daily. No, we didn't. Do you understand, everybody? And that's on me teaching you. Can you understand now why your trading time frame... I keep going here, give me a second. Do you understand now, everybody, why your trading time frame is the least important in terms of probabilities? Type in the chat, yes, I understand, or type in the chat, no, I don't understand. We've lost on the 4 hour chart and 2 hour chart. As a matter of fact, we lost on all the smaller time frames because the market simply went down in this specific case because we entered without the confirmation from the daily. Nandozi, no sir, I don't understand. Nandozi, if the daily is the hard time frame, everybody, and the hard time frame controls price action and movement on the smaller time frame, you know, this candle on the daily, what is this candle on the daily telling you? Is this candle on the daily, everybody, is this candle closed a bullish candle or a bearish candle? Because on the 4-hour chart, we had the bullish candle. Seen here, everybody? On the 4-hour chart, you had the bullish candle, bullish candlestick formation with the counter trend line break. Do you have a bullish candle on the daily? You had also a counter trend line break on the 4-hour chart. Do you have a counter trend line break on the daily, on this daily candle that the arrow is pointing? What's the answer? Long story short, none everybody, this is repetition of the concept. Is the daily confirming what you want to do on the 4-hour chart? Is the question. Boss, why should the daily confirm the 4-hour? Because the higher time frame controls price action and movement on the smaller time frame. Okay? Talk to me, everybody. Is this clear? We are going to do, I don't want to show too much future, but we can say, alright, now look at the daily, everybody. Okay? Do we have on the daily, this is the magic. You can look at the daily chart, everybody. Do we have a counter trend line break and a bullish candlestick formation in here from the past? Just an example. Can you see it? Now if I put a vertical line on this candle now and I color in red, not to mix the two, alright, and sync it in layout, what do you think is going to happen on the 4-hour chart? Can you see it, everybody? Can you see how this is going to take some time? Can you see how this market becomes predictable to a degree? Can you see it, everybody? Let me see if I can sync this in layout. Wow. Can you see now simultaneously? Can you see this, everybody? If you would enter here on the daily, the left chart, simultaneously you would enter here on the 4-hour chart. Can you see, everybody? Now if we move forward, of course, I'm going to delete this one, everybody, give me a second. So I'm going to delete this one, and we talked about, okay, our setup on the 4-hour chart was here. Alright, so this is the syncing layout. Look at the arrow now from the left chart. The left is the daily, yes sir. Can you see what did we enter on the 4-hour chart? We've entered a indecision candle, bearish body. Can you see how the daily chart simultaneously, when you've entered, the daily chart is showing something completely different compared to the 4-hour chart? Can you see it? Mattia, what can we use for confirmation from the daily? The weekly. Same pattern, or can we use any other thing like candlestick? No, everybody, great question. You must confirm apples with apples, oranges with oranges, candles with candles, counter trend line breaks with counter trend line breaks, Fibonacci's with Fibonacci's. Great question, Mattia, thank you very much. Whatever you are going to confirm must be the same tool. Counter trend line with the counter trend line. Okay, everybody? The more tools, the more convergences you can confirm, the better is going to be the probability, not the guarantee, but the probability, alright? So this is just one, alright? So let's move forward. We are here now and back again. Okay, so we lost on this one, and give me a second. Now, of course, Now, of course, we are not in an uptrend anymore, everybody. We have low to high, high to lower low, right? Lower low, lower low, lower high. Give me a second, give me a sec, Pat. Lower low, you know, it's one candle, so we need to, you know, unfortunately we need to do this. You know, it's lower low, lower high. And now on the 4 hour, so out this one, we're going to use it later. We're going to use it later, stop loss number 1, whatever, stop loss number 2. And give me a sec. Okay, now we have a next one, right? Here is the counter trendline break, again, with the bullish candle, okay? And talking about charting uptrends, you know, it's this low to this high to this low, all right? Stop loss number 1, whatever. Stop loss number 2, whatever, right? Okay. Should we enter blindly? If you understand this lesson, everybody, should we enter blindly or should we check the higher time frame? What's the answer? I guarantee you, if you can use the confirmation time frame before you enter the market, everybody, checking the hard time frame, says Olga. Very good, excellent. So we're going to put, everybody, we're going to put the... Boss, I'm still confused. Nandozi, check the higher time frame before you enter the market. That's it. So right click, everybody, sync in layout. Okay, and we're going to go, now it's the daily, we're going to wait for the vertical line to appear. Not in here, not in here, not in here, and not in here, not in here. Alright, everybody. So I'm going to make it transparent. Okay. What is the daily telling you, everybody, simultaneously? Don't confuse the two. Okay. Don't confuse the two, everybody. This counter trend line, the violet, no, the green, okay, right? Give me a second. The green trend line. Okay, I'm going to sync in layout. Okay, don't confuse the green trend line from the red trend line. Okay. What is the daily telling you, everybody? Do you have a confirmation, whatever, to enter the market from the daily? There is no right or wrong. Everybody, if the daily confirms the price action, do you have a bullish candle on the daily? Type in the chat, yes, this is the bullish candle, or type in the chat, no, this is not a bullish candle. Boss, can I still enter? Everybody listen up, maybe this is confusing. The bullish candle on the daily, and most of you don't want to wait for the bullish candle to close. The bullish candle on the daily is going to increase the probability. Does this make sense? The first trade that we did the exercise on the 4-hour chart, we lost because we bought this candle in here from the daily. Can you see it? We had no confirmation from the daily, and this is why the market probability wise went down. Now we are here, and this candle on the daily, it's not bullish, agreed? Are looking the daily close candle or active daily candle? What's the answer? Everybody, come on. You need to what? And this is difficult, everybody, because you don't like to wait for 1 month for the monthly candle to close. You don't want to wait for the weekly candle to close. And you don't want for the daily candle to close. Looking for great question, Mattia. Looking for confirmations. Exactly. You need to wait for the close. Okay? Now let's see how this is going to play out. Remember, there are no guarantees, make sense? It can go up, it can go down, but probability wise, the daily candle says indecision. So let's see how this is going to play out on the 4-hour chart. Moving, sideways, moving, and almost moving, and bam! Did we lose again, everybody, because we didn't check the daily? Just an example. Everybody, does this make sense? Okay, everybody, does this make sense? Type in the chat, yes, this makes sense, or type in chat, no, still doesn't make sense, still confusing. So hopefully, going on the 4-hour chart, everybody, we're going to find another one. And market moving. Alright, seeing here, everybody, we have another, so I'm going to delete this one from the daily, not relevant. Here we have another counter trend line break. Okay, maybe not this one, whoa. Not working again. So again, we have lower lows again, right? Lower lows, we need to check trends again. So high to, same candle, high to low, low to high, high to, is this a low? Maybe low, if not mistaken, high to low, low to high, high to low. Waiting for an uptrend to appear. Whoa, there you go, more and more. Finally, right? So high to low, low to high, you know, whatever, charting down. And here it's, you know, up. So we're going to wait for the retracement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe not this one. Down. Let me see, everybody. This is not that easy, but counter trend line break. There you go, right? 1, 2, maybe not the best one. Further down, and okay, that one. Yeah, I'm also breaking here. I shouldn't break the body of the candle. But anyway, counter trend line break with the bullish candle closed, everybody. Should you buy or should you check the daily? What should we do? Should you just blindly buy? Everybody, from the 4-hour chart, this is called double bottoms. Should you blindly buy double bottoms, stop loss down in here, or should you check the daily time frame? Nandozi, ask a question, right? Because still not clear. I'm not sure what is bothering you. Check the daily. Alright, so right click, we're going to go here and right click, syncing layout. Give me a second. Which one is the, no, okay. Give me a second, we're going to find on the daily again. Wait. Waiting. There you go. Can you see, everybody, how now this third setup, everybody, can you see how this third setup from the 4-hour chart compared to the previous two setups? Is this third setup the same compared to the previous two setups, everybody? What's the answer? Type in the chat. Boss, what's the question again? Is this setup now on the daily the same compared to the previous two ones? We had two previous setups on the 4-hour chart where we had no confirmation from the daily and we lost on both of them. Now I'm going to delete the counter trend line. I'm going to just link this one, syncing layout. Well, it's not the perfect one, right? Because it's the daily. Is now the daily confirming the 4-hour? Yes or no? Nandozi, if I see a confirmed 100% trend on the 4-hour, what should I looking at on the daily to confirm the trend on the smaller time frame? The same, Nandozi, you are trying to confirm apples with apples, everybody. Great question. You are trying to confirm apples with apples. Okay. It could be candles, it could be Fibonacci, it could be uptrends, could be counter trend line breaks, could be crowns, whatever. Now daily is confirmed, exactly. Does this make sense, everybody? Okay, so let's see how this is going to play out, alright? And 4-hour chart, and there is no right or wrong anyway, you know, price action. Okay, so it depends where is the take profit, right? The 4-hour chart, and if we had a stop loss on the down in here double bottoms. Okay, everybody, give me a second. Right click, syncing layout. Did we win on the 4-hour chart, everybody? If we took profit up in here somewhere, doesn't really matter where. If I think in layout, did we win? What's the answer? Did we win, everybody? In conclusion for today, you checking the higher time frame, you conforming with the confirmation time frame. Is this going to improve the probability of your trading, analysts? Are you going to start to lose less if you confirm the higher time frame before you enter the market on the trading time frame? What's the answer? Make sense, everybody? Is you conforming the trading time frame with the confirmation time frame, meaning before you enter on the smaller time frame, you are going to wait for the higher time frame to conform. Is this going to improve your trading? You are going to start to lose less? Olga says absolutely. Okay, everybody, can you do this? And that means let's see you back tomorrow. Okay, try to implement the rule, everybody. Try to implement the rule that before you enter the market, I'm not sure where I post here. Strategy rule: before I enter the market from the trading time frame, I must see a confirmation time frame from the confirmation time frame. I guarantee you, you are going to start to lose less, alright? That's all for today, everybody. Thank you very much. See you back tomorrow.